Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about plantar fasciitis, which is unpleasant, might full on be awful when you have it. Frequently, it's something that happens first thing in the morning. I am not providing this as an alternative to going to see a physical therapist or going to see a doctor, but these are a couple exercises that you can try that might give you some relief, possibly help. So one of the things, plantar fascia runs along here, yeah. And commonly, the thing that I would tell people is you do massage work here, you do strengthening work here. If for temporary relief, some massage work definitely is worthwhile. A lot of times you can do some massage work on your foot before you get up in the morning, before you put your weight on it for the first time, and that'll really help. You can stretch the fascia by putting your hand across your toes and finding that stretch through there. But the fasciitis, the inflammation, the unhappiness of the plantar fascia is caused by something mechanical, right? Something that has to do with how you're moving. And so that can either be in relation to your ankle, to your hip, or to the rotation of your torso, because all three of those things really affect your gait. So I'll start with the most common, which is the ankle, and we'll move up, and I'm just going to give you 3 different things to work on. So the first one is to look at your ankle mobility, and you may find that you have tons of ankle mobility, in which case that's probably not the problem. And then you'll look at your hips and your torso rotation. I'm going to stand up and you're not going to be able to see the top half of my body, but that's okay. It works. So the first thing you're going to do, so we're going to say that this is my leg that has the problem. I'm going to first just check out my stretch. So legs straight, foot in front of you, leaning into a wall, getting this stretch through there. Now maybe you've got lots of stretch. You can really keep your heel on the floor, and you got tons of stretch there. So what that might mean is that, this bone here, the calcaneus, should have some movement side to side, and that may be where the tightness is. So if you do your stretch, but cross your body, letting more weight go into your pinky toes, so the side view or the back view would be here, where I'm letting this shift happen of my foot, right? You can't really see it there either. There, where I'm kind of shifting onto my pinky toe, crossing my midline with my other leg. So check out, you can kind of play with where, so I'm not going straight forward. I'm going off to the side. I'm trying to get, you might find going off to the other side, how that feels in your foot. So just kind of experiment with all those positions and see if that changes the calf stretch. It may not. You may be like, oh my gosh, that's a huge stretch. Keep working that if that feels like it's a big thing. If you don't get anything there, then we'll try this next one. So the next one is building strength on your opposite gluteus medius. So if it's say this is my left foot and it's where I've got the problem, I'm going to actually work my right gluteus medius because of how when you're walking, if this isn't strong, it's going to change how you drop down onto that ankle, which could cause the extra force being absorbed by your plantar fascia instead of the way it's supposed to be absorbed. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand on that leg. So it's the opposite leg that has the problem. And you're going to lower and lift your hip up and down. Leg is straight, standing leg is straight. And you're going to try for 20. See how 20 feels. If this is really getting you, if you think, oh my gosh, this is really a tired muscle, doing this regularly, like daily, you could do 20 3 times, would be a worthwhile experiment to see if that makes a difference. So that's the gluteus medius hip drop, just lifting and lowering that hip. And the third exercise to look at is a torso rotation, because as we walk, there is a little bit of rotation that happens in the torso naturally that's supposed to happen. And if something is catching, if you're not getting that natural rotation, or say running, and running might be, there's a whole bunch of repetitions. When you go for a run, you get a whole lot of repetitions. So finding how to improve that rotation may ultimately improve what's going on for your ankle. So for this one, you're going to actually need a stick, a dowel, a broom would work, and you're going to lay on your stomach. You're going to have your arms, I'm getting my arms into this position on the floor. And then I'm just going to lift up one side and come back down. Lift up the other side, come back down. So I'm lifting up one side and down. Other side and down. You're going to try for 10. Other side. And again, keeping your arms really straight. You can do this 3 sets, taking a little break in between your 10. You could go back and forth. You could do your gluteus medius for 20, and then your rotation for 10, and then do your gluteus medius again. But those are your 3 exercises. I didn't go into a lot of detail about the why. If you want, you can ask me. We can go into more detail about the why. But that's a good start. Remembering that the massage work, you can use a ball, or sometimes using ice. You can freeze a plastic water bottle, and you can roll your foot on that. Will help relieve the pain on a short-term basis. But longer term, you got to look up the movement chain to what's going on at your ankle and your hip and your torso, and see if you can solve what might be actually trickling down to cause the unhappiness in your plantar fascia. All right, thanks.